Hey, shout out to Trump for having the balls to put some shit like this on. There's only one person more incredible than the Incredible Hulk, and that's my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for choosing to hang out with your host, the Conservative Bird, and me, Double D. And you're on the Brick Road Podcast.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. We really appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out. Also, if you could, please make sure to hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, and smash that notification. It's the quick, easy, and free way to help this channel grow as big as possible. This weekend, it was an amazing weekend, actually. We had President Trump's birthday. Happy birthday to President Trump. It was his 80th birthday on Sunday. And to celebrate, he got a UFC event courtesy of Dana White, the UFC 250 Freedom event. We also had some other things going on beforehand on the White House lawn. Like they had Nitro Circus there and other things like that. So, it was just a nice, fun, eventful weekend for America.
And it was definitely a different contrast, too, from the normal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I know originally they were going to do the band thing. Now, this UFC thing was actually planned for quite a while. They were doing that. They were doing that no matter what. And it's a shame that some of the bands bailed out of the music one. But honestly, as it turned out, I'm not sure there would have been enough room for them anyway.
Right.
Honestly. I mean, the UFC event was more than enough for sure. And like you said, they also had the motocross.
Yeah.
What was that called again?
This is Nitro Circus. Nitro Circus.
Nitro Circus, yeah. That was like what, Saturday afternoon and what have you? Or that's all. This thing was basically the entire weekend. It was so cool.
It was a weekend 250 festival, basically.
Yeah, they were showing.
We'll call it an event, more of an event.
Right. Well, a weekend of events at that. I was watching some of them. There was a lot of people too. Like they had like a lot of people like on both sides on the White House lawn and then on the South lawn going all the way back.
Yep.
It looked like it was a real good time, man.
Well, check this out. This was awesome. I seen this when it first happened. Amazing.
Yeah, that is really cool, man.
Man, and Deegan Carmichael was there. Travis Pastrana, McGrath was there. Like, dude, such a great lineup to honor our country. I don't understand what people are so upset about by this.
Oh, libs are just upset because they couldn't think of it first.
Well, no, here's what it is, Double D. They're upset that this didn't get to happen again. We all know what happened when Joe Biden was in office. They had the whole LGBTQ festival on the line. And, this is hallowed, sacred ground, blah, blah, blah. But it's all right to have a bunch of trainings like our founding fathers would be okay with that. These people are absolutely delusional.
Before you roll that clip, I dare to say that the forefathers would have been a lot more cooler with the Nitro Circus for sure. And the UFC. Dude, they used to fight in Congress fist to fist. They would have duels with swords or guns like Hamilton in Hamilton Park in New Jersey.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying? They were real men back then. They certainly weren't, it's chicks with wieners. That's
it's crazy, Double D, because if Kamala Harris would have won the election, we would have got just another 4 more years of this.
Welcome to the White House.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy Pride Month.
Fuck you.
Pride year. Happy Pride Life.
Yeah. Can we take a little video? Hi, Mr. President. It is an honor. France rights are human rights.
Jesus.
Oh, it's a video.
Gay news! It's so
pathetic.
Are we topless at the White
Absolutely
House?
pathetic. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, this is so classy, so traditional, so upper class, upper notch. Like, these people are absolutely pathetic, Double D.
There's no,
When I
it's
was a young man,
unbelievable.
I would say free the nipple. But titties out at the White House, it's not a good look. You know, I'm an ally and everything, but there's just some places which we don't have to free the nipple.
You know, that old man is creepy and weird, but he's absolutely right.
Especially when those free the nipples are chicks with dicks.
So, you know, people are upset that we
Thank
get
God,
we
thank
get
God they didn't free the nutsack.
right. We get amazing things like this. There were so many knockouts last night on that UFC card, so many TKOs. It was absolutely amazing. Like, watch this. We get Sean O'Malley. He knocks somebody out, mid knockout, hits the salute. Hey, bro.
That was awesome.
Bro, what? We weren't getting that. We weren't getting that with Kamala Harris in office, and we damn sure 1,000% we're not getting the highlight moment of the night that didn't even have to do with the fight. It's just Josh Hokick being Josh Hokick, running his mouth like he does, except, you know what? None of these people will step to him. Here's a Double D. I know you don't really know a lot about Josh Hokick, do you? Okay, so his whole character is he's basically a WWF wrestler from the '80s, but he's a UFC fighter. His promos are all so much like old school Hulk Hogan, old school Macho Man, just things like that. This is who he is. It is amazing.
And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
Hey, we're all thinking it. He said it. And we all know that that's exactly what it is. And you want to know the craziest thing to me, Double D, right? For all these people that come out and say, you can't disrespect a black woman like that. You can't disrespect a black woman. Well, then why isn't she suing everybody for defamation of character? All she literally has to do is pick one of these big name individuals, sue them, win your defamation lawsuit, and nobody can say anything about it anymore. But you know what? She doesn't sue these people. Why doesn't she sue these people, Double D? Because maybe it's true.
I don't know if it's true or not, but
I'm
I'll
not
say
saying
this.
it's
I'm going to say this, though. I don't think she's the most feminine looking woman on the planet.
Not at all.
And back in the day when they won the presidency, they were going way out of their way to make her the most beautiful first lady that ever walked. And I'm like, wait a minute. Compared to Jackie Onassis,
Yeah.
I mean, or Jackie O. Kennedy. I mean, or what would be Jackie Onassis when she passed away in comparison to her, or even well, we didn't get to see her when she was young as the first lady, but Nancy Reagan was drop dead gorgeous in her prime.
Right.
She was drop dead gorgeous in her prime, dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? Certainly.
Hey, I'm gonna end the whole thing with that whole little thing with that. If she wasn't what they're saying she is, all she has to do is sue them and they shut up. That's it. All you have to do is sue them, and you sue them till they actually shut their mouth. If not, maybe there's some validity behind it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you know, the thing is, maybe she doesn't want this to stop. Did that ever occur that maybe?
Yeah, maybe she likes the attention.
She gets the attention, keeps her in the spotlight, keeps her. She has a podcast, gives her something to talk about, something to talking. You need to have on her podcast today. She's talking about it.
Speaking of talking about, you want to know who has something to say about it? Dave Shortboy. This fucking idiot always has something to say, always wants to say, put his virtue signaling mouth in where it doesn't belong, and just doesn't know how to shut up. This dude's literally calling for Trump Josh Hokick for what Josh Hokick said to condemn him for it. Like, get out of here, dude. He doesn't have to do anything if he doesn't want to. If you want to
I don't
condemn,
agree with.
if you want to condemn him for it, go right ahead. You don't tell us what to do, buddy. This is our country where we have freedom of speech. You want to go to Israel and get rid of your freedom of speech? Go right ahead. This is our country.
Well, not only that, but if Donald Trump really wanted to do that and felt the need, he would have already done it.
Right. He laughed
Let's be
about
honest.
it.
He would have. Yeah, he would have. Yeah, because it's fucking hilarious. That's why he was laughing, because it was meant to be a joke. It was meant to be funny. I don't even know why Portney would even have anything to say about that. It's like, dude, stick to what you know, bro. Stick to your freaking gambling. That's what you do. He needs to stay in his lane, bro. I mean, that was all. And, dude, what now? We're not allowed to joke. We're not allowed to say the funny shit out loud anymore because why? It's offensive.
Because it's offensive to Dave Shortgoy. It's offensive to him, so he doesn't want us. Like, get out of here, dude. Nobody cares.
Here's the question I have for Portney. Why does he care if Michelle Obama doesn't give a shit?
Here's my question.
She doesn't care.
Here's my question, Double D. Why is he even saying anything to Trump? Josh Hokick's the one who said it. You got something to say, buddy? Go say it to him. Scary ass. You little pussy. Dude's a little pussy. He don't want to say it to Josh, the person who said it, but he'll say, oh, Trump needs to condemn this. Fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, Trump doesn't need to do shit. All Trump needs to do is do what he did, and that was laughed. If anyone's going to demand Josh Hokick to give an apology or condemn him, then let Michelle Obama condemn him. Not that anybody's going to give a crap anyway, but hey, she can condemn him, and then Dave, because if she right now she hasn't said shit as far as I know. She hasn't said anything about it.
Well, let's hear what he has to say.
Anything. Yeah, let's see what here Dave has got to say, because I haven't heard Michelle say shit.
There was one moment I do think Trump has to denounce,
Yeah.
and anybody associated with it has to denounce, and that's that crazy fighter guy. I don't even have his name up here.
Yeah,
but
you don't want to say his name. You don't want to say his name, Josh Shortgoy. That's why.
He took the microphone and he made a derogatory comment about Michelle Obama.
It's derogatory, retard.
To me, that on the White House lawn. Now, these are UFC guys, all right? They're crazy. They're idiots.
Right.
You have Sean Strickland, who's one of the craziest people of all time, to the point you can't even pay attention to what he says snuck in. But when you have that on the White House lawn, on an event you put down, I don't care what you think about the Obamas or anything. That has to be an immediate denounce. Like,
no,
doesn't speak
it
for
doesn't
me.
Have
I have
to.
no problem with the event.
Here's the thing: Josh Hokick he doesn't speak for Trump. That's the whole thing. He never said he does, and Trump never said he does. He doesn't have to denounce shit, pussy.
Yeah, I was about to say Trump. Trump doesn't need to denounce anything at all because he didn't say it. I mean, it was an event. Like he said, they're UFC fighters, dude. They're crazy. These are people who literally get themselves to their heads beaten and bloodied
and
bludgeoned.
Dave knows
that's
his
what
name.
they do for a living. He knows that.
Dave knows his name. He just doesn't want to say it.
Run that risk because these
guys
are
want his head to get bloodied. That's why.
But that was the only thing. If Trump should denounce it, he should say that was totally wrong. The event itself, listen, the troops seem to love it. All the people there seem to love it. I have no problem with it. I think you're crying over spilled milk if you are upset about the actual event. But that comment, if you're going to do it, own it and be like, that was wrong and should never happen.
And we all know who's upset about it, Double D, the libtards, the Harry Sissons, the Brad Christavians, or whatever the hell you say their last name. Like, these people are just low scum of the earth, dude. Like, how are you going to get mad about us having a UFC fight when you literally had trannies and homosexuals parading on the lawn?
Exactly. And what? So they're going to, because some guy says, oh, Michelle Obama is a man. Again, it was meant to be funny, dude. He was just trying to be funny, trying to be a smart ass. And so what? How could that be any more offensive than dudes dressed in dresses with titties and wieners hanging out? How could that be any more offensive than that? I don't get it.
Is that not a great meme?
You know what it is about Portney? You know what it is about Portney Bird? Here's what I've come to believe about this man because I have seen him bob and weave and try to play both sides for the last God knows how long. This has been since he bought back that betting site,
Yeah.
especially. But he has always tried to play both sides of the fence. And here's what his best bet would be: just don't even fucking talk about it.
Right.
If you got to play both sides of the fence in order to maintain your livelihood, then maybe you shouldn't even be part of that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I want to find this one. Is this it right here? Yeah. I want to show everybody this one too, really quick before we're done. This is the last video we're gonna watch. These are the jets flying over the White House last night.
Oh hell yeah!
Whoa.
Yeah, that was really cool, man.
Yo, salute to our troops. Salute to President. Salute to President Trump. Happy birthday to our president. 80th birthday. It's a huge celebration. We got a great UFC event out of it. We got a great weekend event out of it. You know what I mean? So I don't, and you already know the liberals are going to cry over this and just bitch and complain about anything and everything they can. So who cares? Let them have it. They can cry all they want. We had fun.
You know,
they had cry. We had fun. Oh well.
Right? Yeah, that's it. You know what? That's exactly it. They didn't want to go to the party and play nice, so they just didn't go. Hey,
Exactly.
there you go. But hey, you want to know something? One other thing that we forgot to mention, Bird.
Yeah.
Not only was it the president's 80th birthday, it was also the American flag, Old Glory's birthday.
Oh. Sunday
June 14th is flag. Yeah, June 14th is Flag Day.
Oh shoot! I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, it's Flag Day. It's been that way for since Betsy lost.
I didn't even realize it was yesterday though. I didn't realize it was the same day as his birthday.
Yeah, his birthday and Flag Day are the same day every year, so it's kind of cool. And you know his birthday was also the birthday of the United States Army too, and as we all know, June 14th is the Army's birthday, but they would be 251 years now.
Right. No, heck yeah. That's amazing. Well, I think on that note, we're going to end it. Most importantly, I want to thank God because without him, none of this is possible. I want to thank Double D. I want to thank the audience, and I want to thank my friends and family.
And as always, Bird, thanks for making this show happen as you always do. And audience, thank you for sticking around to the end because you're the reason we're the reason. As always, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, but not only just for allowing me to be here to bring this message, but for 250 years of the greatest country and the greatest experiment ever known to Western and even Eastern civilization in the history of mankind. We are the greatest country ever. That's including Rome's dynasty, Greek's dynasty, Egypt's dynasty, and the Ottoman Empire.
Yep.
We are greater than all four of those will ever have been and ever will be. And we will see another 250 years of this greatness.
Yep.
And with all that, good night, y'all.
All right, everybody. Have a good one. Peace.